episode of Lunchtime with David. After a few weeks off from me being on vacation, which I had a great time, and we are back here in Massachusetts, and today I am having some coffee for lunch here today. So without further ado, let's get started and let's have some fun eating while also talking about the 3 topics I have in store for you all today. So the first topic I want to talk about is the 3 big deaths we had last week, which was very sad. We had, Hulk Hogan, the famous WWE wrestler, and we had Ozzy Osbourne, the famous music artist and also actor, Jermaine Warnier, I think that's his name. That was just a crazy week with that. It seemed like every single day that week, even though it wasn't not, but it really felt like that. And it's very sad that people from the 80s are dying. Pretty much from our childhood is dying, and everybody's getting older, and also most of the time older than you think. So I really hope that people from now on, can understand that more and treat people with honest and also, just try to treat those people while you can, because it's not gonna be every single day forever. There'll be one day when that person is gone. Hopefully, you folks will understand that. Next topic I want to talk about is my vacation. I went to 3 MLB stadiums this past week. I went, technically 2 weeks because of the MLB All-Star game, but I went to Baltimore, for my first stop, beautiful stadium. The Nationals, after the All-Star break, the Nationals, which is a very cool ballpark, and it was very nice to see a packed house there as well. Sorry about my thing there. And finally, it was the Citizens Bank Park, which that is the loudest stadium on the road I've been to out of all of these 3 parks. And very cool to be in a playoff atmosphere like that, especially Monday night, because it was sold out. Red Sox Phillies, unfortunately it ended the way that I didn't want it to end, but it was just a very cool thing. I haven't felt that way in a long time in a playoff atmosphere since 2018, so very, very awesome, and I would love to go back to those 3 parks again. And also for other baseball trips, since then, and also a little bit before, I went to the Bravehearts on Friday, and then they actually hosted the All-Star game at Portal Park for the Futures League of New England, and I got to meet Johnny Damon there at Portal Park. So it was very awesome to see him. 2004 and 9 World Series champion. Let's not forget he played for both Red Sox Yankees, but he's like the only player in the Red Sox Yankees rivalry that is respected a lot by both franchises because he helped the Red Sox broke the curse in 2004 with that grand slam in the ALCS to finish off that series, come back. In 2009, he helped the Yankees win his first championship since 2000. It also was the first at the new Yankee Stadium. Make sure you call it the new Yankee Stadium, because that is what it's supposed to be called by. So he's respected a lot by both sides. So very awesome to see him there. Now I want to talk about some drama going on in baseball, and that is this. And I want to speak about that. You can get the F out of our clubhouse, and that is according to Rob Manfred about the MLB salary cap. I'm gonna say is there's not going to be baseball in 2027 for Major League Baseball, and I think for the minor league as well. I think there wasn't any minor league baseball in 1994 as well when that strike happened. Rob Manfred is one of the worst MLB commissioners of all time. I heard about the past others before I was born and started watching baseball, but he is just ruining the game by, doing stuff like that. And ever since, the Dodgers tried that deferred money, situation, everybody knew after that there was going to be a walkout because, there's teams like the Pirates, there's teams like the Reds that just can't get good competition, and there's the ones who blame because the owner doesn't want to spend money, and they can easily do that, especially with the deferred money, and I don't know why they're not taking that advantage. So with them to basically say, oh, we're not going to spend any money, is completely bull crap. And it's all the baseball owners' fault for that one, for those who don't take that advantage. And same thing with Rob Manfred, who allowed this situation to happen as well. Sorry if I'm not making sense here, but you guys know what I'm referring to. It's just sad, because it's my favorite sport, and if it goes away 2027, then what's the point of baseball teaming up with the content creators these days, like the Jump Boy, many others? So I don't have a goddamn clue what Rob Manfred is thinking, because we have superstars in the league like Shohei Ohtani. We have Aaron Judge. We have Eldia Cruz. We have Paul Skeens. I'm very young player right now, like a Shedon Rafaela. This is the prime of baseball right now, drinking right now, and you want to get rid of all of it in 2027? By having that knockout strike gonna happen? I can guarantee you there's not gonna be baseball in 2027 because of stuff like this. Of Rob Manfred wants to have a salary cap. They should have like the floor type of thing, but no. At least they're starting the conversations 2 years early. I'll give Manfred credit for having the balls to start those conversations 2 years early with superstars, but you can't fool around with players like that, especially at the wrong times. I don't know why baseball just can't get that situation over with, like the NFL, for example, and the NBA. Like, why we can't have peace like that? I don't know, man. Now, you might be asking me, what will I be doing in 2027 instead of watching baseball? Well, I could do two things. Well, actually, three. One, well, actually, I'll just say two because mostly for the summertime. One, just watch game shows. Or two, watch college baseball. Because I can easily just watch the feature leagues of New England. And also college baseball. I can easily do that. But the only thing is, I'm gonna watch it often because it doesn't have the pitch clock again. That's something that I get. Well, I don't know about college baseball in general, but definitely for the New England league. But that's just me. You know, just basically want to, organize my time as it were, so, or something like that. I don't know, I'm trying to say it right now. I'm just frustrated at where I'm at right now. As for my closing topic, excuse me, I will be doing this show on Tuesdays now. I want to get, I was going to say another topic, but I'll say this announcement first. The announcement is that next time will not be on Tuesdays because I want to recap on what's happened in the past week of the NFL with that Monday night game. Because basically on my own, if there's any stories outlined, I'm going to be mostly talking about the Patriots, Boston College, stuff like that with this program. And maybe other big games because I mostly do talk about the other teams and whatnot news for Sherman Thousand Heroes, which you can check that out Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's what I'll be mostly doing. And why I say Boston College? Well, earlier today, I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to watch more of Boston College because some of my family has been there and I want to follow more, especially with their head coach for the second season by the name of Bill Ryan. I think that is his name, let me double check. Yes, that's his name. So, it was on February 9th, 2024, so I want to get into watching more of those games, and especially with going to my second year of having access to ESPN Plus, so I'm going to get more into that. And what I also want to talk about is, before we end this episode, is that I also went to Fenway Park this past Saturday. Clayton Kershaw versus Garrett Crusade, and it took the weight on my shoulders because I went to 4 Red Sox losses in a row. I thought I was bad luck or whatever. Then again, I do still blame the rain for the Red Sox Red Series because it was supposed to be Brian Bello on that game I was going to that Wednesday. And for some reason, it was a bullpen game, non-scheduled because of the rain. So that's why it turned out not good of a game for me to go to because of the rain out. And Bello had to pitch the first game, not the second game. So I still blame that for that loss, but because I hate bullpen games like they're, to me, they're scheduled losses, but it was very awesome to see Kershaw pitch at Fenway against Garrett Crusade because those are my 2 favorite pitchers I love to watch in baseball. And like Clayton Kershaw, I always wanted to see him pitch in person before he retires. especially for the Dodgers. I really thought a couple years ago he was going to the Rangers, but I think that World Series, chase he always wants to get for his parade. Rain kept him going back to LA, and also to get that 3,000 strikeout in LA. So very awesome, especially with the win at the very end. But I did get hurt in the ribs with the BP Fenway Park practice ball. So that was the one bad thing. But other than that, yeah, I got a win. It was one of the best days at Fenway Park because I got a lot of merch and also 2 BP practice balls, and except for one of them. And also, of course, at the when also at nighttime I got to see for the first time since 2021 a nighttime Red Sox win, and that was before they started the Braves back in 2023. So and I was supposed to go to a night game back in 2023, but the date I got right now, so and I had to go to the afternoon game the day after that. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'll see you on this Thursday for Cheering 1000 Hanos. I will see you the week after for the next episode. So take care, guys. Unfortunately, after I filmed this episode that you just watched, Cubs Hall of Famer Ryan Samper has passed away at the age of 65. And unfortunately, from all looking at on Twitter, it looks like it was cancer that made him pass away, unfortunately. May God rest his soul.